It's time, folks. It's time for the new roundup of games being announced and all that stuff. Um, just to clarify something, hope this works out. Um, my last video didn't run at 1080p, which my camera supports. For some reason, it was just on 720p the last time because I'm using the OBS thing, and switch some things around, this and that. Hopefully it works. Yeah. So basically, like I said before, new games have been announced and all that stuff. So we had the state of play thing, the Summer Games Fest, starring Geoff Keighley and his love for Hideo Kojima, and Xbox Showcase. I've been trying to just to look at what games have been announced on. So I've seen some of the stuff from the live streams, but to be honest, just to sum it up, I thought it was pretty much all of them were mostly boring. I barely even watched. Actually, I don't think I even did. Did I? I can't remember. I don't think I even watched. I don't think I even watched the fucking what's he call it? Summer Games Fest. Because I just didn't really care. But there was some things that got announced that piqued my interest. I'll just start with state of play. From my memory, it was okay. And there are some games like Proto Prog Matter is the game. I seen the trailer years ago. I can't remember what year it was, but it was like a guy who's in a it was not an Iron Man suit. It was something familiar to that, with some sort of AI, artificial intelligence little girl, and it was weird. And then they showed more on the state of play, and I don't really know what to think. I don't really know what to think of it. I mean, it interested me to a point, but the gameplay itself, it just seems like I've seen it all before. But whenever it gets released, it's something that I'll just take a peek at, like what the fuck is that game? Yeah, so that's one. Silent Hill F also interested me a bit more, actually. Silent Hill F is probably the one game that got the most attention out of me. It's set in Japan. I don't know if they've said what if it's present day Japan or early days of Japan or whatever. But you play as this Japanese schoolgirl, and she's in like a nightmare scenario, with Silent Hill and all that stuff. But it's not based in Silent Hill. It's somewhere in Japan, and previously I've seen trailers and stuff of it. I thought it looked pretty interesting. I like horror games in general. These type of third person horror games, like Dead Space, that sort of thing. But yeah, that game interested me. I like the whole creepy fucking zombie type creatures who contort their bodies and just look fucking weird. I mean, that's the thing with Japanese horror. I mean, they know how to make things fucking disturbing. And I probably won't be able to play it because I think it's just a PlayStation exclusive at this point. Same with the Silent Hill 2 remake. Also, I'm still waiting for them to announce something about that. But only time can tell on that. But yeah, Silent Hill F is the one that interests me the most. The last one that interested me was it was a bit of a surprise, honestly. They're making a James Bond game. It's the same guys from what I remember who made the Hitman games. I wasn't really all that impressed with it. I mean, of course, I was interested. That's why I'm talking about it. But it's just when I saw the gameplay, it just looked unfinished. to be honest, it looked very floaty, I would say, especially with the car parts. Yeah, that especially looked weird. But when was the last time a James Bond game came out? It was a while ago. I remember I played a James Bond game back in the 360 era. I thought that game was okay, but it was like didn't even finish it. But it was kind of like like the best of James Bond, that sort of thing, where it's like you got like stuff with the old stuff and the new stuff and what have you. But that's like the last game when I remember I played it, playing as James Bond and all that stuff. But yeah, it was a surprise, really, and hopefully it won't be as janky as it looks in the trailers and what have you. What else? Oh yeah, Ghost of Yote. If you were someone who were excited for them to show more of this game, they literally just teased the fuck out of you. I think they showed the main character and then some sort of wolf growling, and that's really about it. It's like, what the fuck was that? If you're not going to show something, don't fucking show it. And then like the big one, Tokon Fighting Souls is a Marvel based game where it's literally like I've seen a lot of comparisons saying that it's like Marvel versus Capcom, that sort of thing, but it's just Marvel. I'm not interested in this game, but I think that was the big one, because they did that whole developer thing where they talked to the developers, interviewed them, this and that, etc. I wasn't paying attention, but that happened. Yeah, there was some other things I just didn't really care about. There was this one game where it's called Romeo. What was it fucking called? Romeo is a Dead Man. That was a very weird one, because it started with a 2D animation, and then it evolved into like third person hack and slash game or whatever. That was a weird one. Yeah, I mean that's basically about the highlights that I can think of. I mean, overall, I think it was just meh. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. It's just so middle of the road. Not that I had any thoughts that it would be good anyway, but whatever. Summer Games Fest. Like I said before, I don't think I even fucking watched it properly. But the big one, which was the big Endgame show. the last thing they showed um, is Resident Evil 9. There was some talks about it, like very briefly from what I recalled, and like it, it's a Resident Evil game. It seems to be doing the same thing what Resident Evil 7 and 8 did. I played Resident Evil 7 back in the day, and like literally, like the first time I started to play it, um, I was like, how can I describe this? I was like about to go into I think it was like the guest house, but like immediately I was like, nope, not doing it, and I just turned off the game and played something else. But I did end up finishing it at one point, but it was like, God, it was fucking scary, man. I didn't play Resident Evil 8, but yeah, Resident Evil 9. I mean, I only watched the trailer once, and one thing that stand out to me is that they had the Raccoon City Police Department in the trailer, but it's all like fucked up. It looks like a bomb just like blew up or whatever. Like the whole thing, like it seems like the setting. It looks like it all been blown up. Well, actually, that makes sense. Actually, I completely forgotten that Raccoon City got blown up at the end of Resident Evil 3. So, yeah, I was like thinking to myself, like, why is the Raccoon City Police Department blown up? So, oh yeah, fuck, I remember now because I played the fucking game, Resident Evil 3. Yeah, and I mean, I might be entirely wrong on this. It seems that you're playing as Ethan Winter's daughter again. Ethan Winter's the guy who you were playing as in the first two, 7 and 8. Oh my god, I got an email. That's very nice of them. Nothing to do with games. Anyway, I mean, yeah, that's this game. I'm interested in it, but I'm not really interested in it enough for me to like go out and check it out. But yeah, it's Resident Evil. I enjoy some of the games here and there. The last one I enjoyed very, very much was the Resident Evil 2 remake. That was it's a game, but it's the game. It's an example of what a game should be in terms of a horror game, and I don't know where I'm going with that. What else is there? Oh yeah, Dying Light. I played the first Dying Light back in the day. I don't think it was as scary, but it was, but it was intense. This is like the third game now. It's called The Beast Release. Not really much to say, but it seems to be the same stuff as he did before. Yeah, just wanted to point that out. What was on there? Game of Thrones, Snow, Arc Raiders. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the state of play. They didn't say anything about they didn't say anything about Marathon. Marathon was absent from the state of play. I wonder why. But Arc Raiders, they showed that off a bit. I don't know what they showed off because I only watched the Resident Evil trailer and another game which I'll get into in a second. Hitman, something else. Mortal Shell. I think I played the first game. It was like on Game Pass. I didn't finish it because it was too fucking hard. Death Stranding. I mean, I didn't watch anything from it. It seems like they have like a trailer out. I did watch like previous trailers. It's just as weird as the first game's trailers. What was on this? Sonic was there. Mundfish. What the fuck is that? Mr. Moon got blah. Chronicles. uh, damn. Oh shit. IGN. Fuck. Didn't even fucking start showing everything. Damn. Oh, fuck. There was some other games. All right. The recent one. What was shown at I think it was some games. This is how informed I am. I'm completely unprofessional for this shit. But there was this game called Ill, and I saw the trailer of it today. It looks so fucking like messed up. It's like a first person shooter, right? It seems to be they seem to be going the more realistic route. The whole animations and stuff like that. It's like it's a horror game. It's a horror game. You from the trailers, you seem to be just fighting like these zombies, and there's some dynamic stuff going on, because like the zombies would pick up something and they would just throw it at the player, or just like go at you. Dismemberment is another thing, and there's not just zombies on there. There's like multiple ones that like have this, this Evil Dead type of thing going on. The last part scared the shit out of me, because it was basically like a point of view of this baby zombie like running at the player. That like when that face popped up, it scared the living shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. And then the player just like fucking kicked it into a table, and then you see like multiple of them like coming out. Yeah, I mean that game, that definitely had me interested. Did I say the name of the game? Ill, ILL. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it. It looked really interesting to me. The setting is interesting, and yeah, that's something that I will look into once they show more stuff. Another thing, Atomic Heart 2, and I can't remember. I think it was the Summer Games Fest or the State of Play. I forgot. And I didn't play the Atomic Heart 1, but it looked interesting. It looked like, Doom, but in like a Russian style and something, with it futuristic / retro technology, that sort of thing. But I didn't play it. But the sequel is here, and it looks bonkers. It seems like they've gone really over the top of it, and then also they announced this other game called The Cube, which I'm assuming it will be some sort of PvP, PvE sort of live service game going on in the world of Atomic Heart. And I mean, they showed off quite a bit. They showed a lot of how can I put this? Attractive women in very, very revealing clothes. And it was same thing for the Atomic Heart 2 thing. I mean, they pretty much going by the book of like the last GTA 6 trailer. Sex sells, show everything you got. But I mean, overall, like Atomic Heart 2, The Cube, they seem to be really going all out on what these games are going to be doing. So that's another game I'm interested in. It kind of makes me want to play the first game, but I don't think I will. But it does scratch that itch, to be honest, because I did think the first game looked interesting, but reviews and stuff like that came out, and I was like, Nah, I'm good. And then finally, we'll talk about the Xbox showcase, and Xbox has gladly put out what was shown there. Um, I was very disappointed in this showcase. Reason being, the last one they did, I thought it was pretty damn good because it had games on there that got me interested, right? Um, like the big heavy hitters for me was Doom: The Dark Ages, which is a fantastic game. I'm currently playing through it on my second playthrough now on nightmare difficulty, and of course Gears of War E-Day. I'm a massive Gears of War fan, and seeing this was like, holy shit, wow! And I was surprised. I was surprised that they would be doing like a prequel and not like following up what they did with Gears 5. But whatever, it is what it is. But in this showcase, they shown stuff which I had no interest in. Well, let's not jump the gun. Let's just see what was shown here. Chronos, The New Dawn. This was another game that was announced. I think it was the same people that did the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I've from what I've seen, it gives me, how to put it this way, Dead Space vibes, the Callisto Protocol vibes, that sort of thing, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on. It's some guy in some sort of high-tech diver's suit, fighting disgusting contortionists. Is it contortionists? I forgot what was the word I described those monsters from the Silent Hill F video game. I have no idea. I completely forgotten. But if you know what I mean, you get my point. What else they shown? Oh yeah. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but it seems like these games are coming to Xbox. Silent Hill, I have no idea what game they're on at this point. XVI. Okay. I think that's like the new one. And Silent Hill 7 remake also. Which been a long time coming. And I didn't really think that they'll never put that game on Xbox, but it is now. Invincible Versus. This was something that came out of the blue. This is another fighting game, set in the Invincible universe. I feel a bit guilty because I only watched the first season of Invincible, and they've already got like the second and third season out now, or maybe they're starting the fourth. I don't know. But I haven't watched those seasons yet, and I really think I should, because I did somewhat enjoy the first season. But it's a fighting game. Yeah, it's not really much to it. They did show some add-on DLC stuff going on with Elder Scrolls, Indiana Jones, Fallout 76. I'm surprised that game's still going. Ninja Gaiden 4. I actually played the remaster, which they announced on I forgot what it was called, but it was a show. It was like a mini showcase. It was like a mini showcase of it had Doom: The Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and Ninja Gaiden 4. And at that point with the Ninja Gaiden stuff, they were talking about Ninja Gaiden 4, but they said also Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, that's what they're calling it, which is the remaster. They shadow dropped it immediately, and I was like, fuck it, let's play it, because I've never played a Ninja Gaiden game ever. I haven't finished the game, but it was fun. It was fun, but it didn't really hold my interest. The the controls are a bit weird. I would say that. But Ninja Gaiden 4, it's happening for those who like that series. Um, what else is there? There are some of these games I just don't really care about. Clockwork Revolution. That was like I wasn't paying attention to the showcase because I was just bored out of my mind. But even now, I was like, Christ, they're really showing a lot. It was like 10 minutes of them showing it. Um, not really much to say. Not really much to say about it. Other than it's like people are calling it Bioshock or something like that. I've seen some clips here and there. I mean, I don't know. High on Life 2. This was actually the one game when I was somewhat interested in. I thought the first game, I'm trying to think so I can't really remember if I played the game or not. But like the first High on Life game, I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, one example, the guns talk, like these weird alien guns which have faces and all that stuff. It seems like the same thing here, but with more. Yeah, that was the game that did actually have some sort of interest with me. All right, I gotta talk about this. Gears of War Reloaded. Gears of War Reloaded is it's a remaster of a remaster. For the first ever Gears of War game. So, let me just put it into perspective. Microsoft/Xbox announced that this Gears of War Reloaded edition is, like I said, the first Gears of War game. But it's built up on like the previous version when it came out, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which was the original remaster. And then they other than that, they announced that it's coming to PS5 and all that stuff. That was probably the big one. That was like probably the big news, other than them remastering again. But I'm just like, why are they remastering Gears of War 1 again? We already had a remaster. Like I said, it's called Ultimate Edition. I played the Ultimate Edition, and actually, just on a side note, Ultimate Edition is a much better version to play the first game than the original, because the original, I mean, to be honest, guys, to this day, I still haven't finished the campaign, because it was so fucking hard to play it. But I did finish the Ultimate Edition version, and that was much of a good time. And while PlayStation players will be able to play the game, the first Gears of War game and all, so that's great and all. But Gears of War 2 and 3 are right fucking there. Why are they not giving the same treatment to those games? And excuse me. Why are they not given the same treatment to what they did with the Ultimate Edition? They're literally re-releasing, which is nothing new. I mean, you got Todd Howard, releasing Skyrim every single year. You got GTA 5 being pushed onto different versions and all that stuff. I mean, it's nothing new, but like, this was the opportunity, right, for them to say, listen, we're announcing that the long-awaited Phoenix Collection, which is basically the first 3 Gears of War games combined into one game, which they did with the Master Chief Collection, and you get to experience it on your Xbox Series console, or you're on Steam or Game Pass or whatever you want to play it on, right? But just one game that they already remastered. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, here's the thing. I want a Phoenix Collection. Gears of War 2 and 3 are my favorite games in the series. I absolutely adore those games. Gears of War 2 main the campaign, but Gears of War 3, the campaign, the multiplayer, the PvE stuff with Horde and all that, fucking fantastic, right? This was the opportunity for them to do that. Now, not to say they won't do something like this, but this is the opportunity. This was the opportunity, and it'll be a good palate cleanser for when Gears of War E-Day comes around, which that game is that game is 100% coming out next year. But at the time, we got this remaster version of the first Gears game, and of course I will be playing it. I literally downloaded it on my Xbox because, you know, pre-orders are started. I didn't pre-order it. I got Game Pass, so I just downloaded it from there. I mean, of course I'm gonna play it, but even that, I'm just like, this. They really missed the fucking mark here, and yeah, I'm disappointed in it. I mean, they showed like all this shit which I just don't really care about, and then they got Gears of War, which was the pinnacle, or they could show something awesome, something we really wanted as a Gears fan, but they didn't. That's enough of my ranting. Oh no, wait, here's some more ranting. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Need I remind you guys, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 just came out last year. I played that game, the campaign. I thought it was pretty decent up until it ended. I thought the ending fucking sucked. But then the trailer was so fucking weird. It was nothing. I was like thinking to myself, like, okay, Phil Spencer is like, we have one more surprise for you. It's like, okay, just give us Gears of War E-Day. Give us something from Gears of War E-Day. I'm literally saying to myself, like, at least just give us something with Halo, at least. But no, it's Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and it's gonna be the same old fucking shit again. Even though, but I did say that I did enjoy mostly the campaign of Black Ops 6. I don't care about Call of Duty. I mean, like, and the thing is, Call of Duty is an annual release. They release these games every single fucking year. I don't really personally like that because immediately the last game they release is disposable. Black Ops 6 is now disposable because Black Ops 7 is now being announced. What's the fucking point of these games? What's the point of buying these games unless you're a hardcore Call of Duty fan? Of course you're gonna get it. And now that Xbox acquired Activision, they now can put these games on Game Pass now. Like, you know, it's a win-win situation, but in hindsight, as an announcement, I don't give a flying fuck. Like, they could have shown something else. It's cooler. They could have shown like something that we've never seen before and all that stuff. But we shown Call of Duty, and it was just the biggest letdown I've seen. Because going back to like the previous showcase they did, I thought it was really fucking good. Because they had games in it that was interesting. That South of Midnight game, which people are saying it's DEI crap, whatever, all that stuff, right? I mean, I played that game, and although I thought it was disappointing, I was still interested in playing it. It's same for like Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I haven't played that game, but just reason because that the whole turn-based RPG thing just doesn't really appeal to me. But even now, I was interested in it. Doom the Dark Ages. That's one when I'm playing right now. And the big heavy hitter, Gears of War E-Day. holy shit, that's exciting. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Gears of War fan. Well, in some perspective, in some spectrum. That's not one. Is it spectrum? In some way, that yes, that's the case. But still, that's the big one. That's a big one which you would show at the last point, right? But Call of Duty, I mean, it's not a surprise. It's not really a surprise if you're releasing these games every single year, but it is what it is, I guess. And the last thing, which had their own little showcase thing, was The Outer Wilds 2. I don't care. They showed a trailer at the beginning of it, at the beginning of the Xbox showcase, and I don't care. Like I said. So, I mean, I really want Xbox in particular. I really wanted them to show us something good, because it just based on the last showcase, right? The previous ones what they showed barely interested me either, but the last one, wow, holy shit! Given that the amount of fucking layoffs they did, the studio shutdowns they did, all that stupid crap that they done, and what's it, the not managers, whatever the position is, there's in between they're saying all this stuff like this guy Matt Booty, Matt Booty, I mean, what a name, saying all this bullshit like we're here to create innovative games, high quality games, or buzzword games, whereas this guy particularly, this guy saying all this shit, not just until a couple of months ago, saying that we are still looking to find that high quality action game or whatever the fuck he said. And then you got Hi-Fi Rush, which I think it won some awards and all that stuff, because Matt Booty was like talking on like awards and stuff like that. And that studio, Tango Gameworks, got shut down until it got picked up by Krafton. And I'm just like, what? This guy is fucking weird. He said he's the epitome of dementia. He says one thing and then it literally says another thing which redacts whatever he just said before. And yeah, I just don't like that guy. And the other person, Sarah, what's her name, Sarah Bond, she's guilty in it as well, because she's been saying stuff like, times and tough and all that stuff. Well, literally at the top there's a graph like if Xbox or whatever is doing good, and like the things are like skyrockets, and then she's talking about like how, laying off people and all that stuff and this and that. I mean, it's just a mess. And oh shit, I forgot. They showed the handheld thing. I completely forgot the fucking handheld thing. Like, before the showcase, I seen like people talking about, the articles talking about like Xbox is not doing the handheld thing anymore. They're focusing on Windows 11 software, whatever. But then they announced it. And it kind of just goes to show you that you can't really trust these news outlets. I mean, regardless whether they literally thought this won't happen or not. I mean, Xbox literally pulls under the rug and say, "Oh no, it's happening." But I don't know nothing about technology. I don't really know nothing about what's going on into this. I'm not really interested into the handheld thing, but it is a cool thing, Steam Deck. I mean, I've seen that. I've seen people talk about that a lot. But I mean, yeah, the Xbox handheld thing is a thing, but it's like in collaboration with another company and all that stuff. But overall, the Xbox handheld thing has been rumored for couple of months now, from when I saw it. It's here, and that's really about it, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been 40 minutes, me just rambling on about games that have been announced and all that stuff, and I have nothing else to talk about. I've got nothing else to mention in this video. That's really about it. See you later, and hopefully this video shows in 1080p and not 720p. I hope it will be.